What's up, everyone? There was a small creek by my house when I was a kid, and I used to take a small ultralight rod, a hook, a split shot, a piece of loaf bread I stole, or a few worms that I dug up in the backyard, and I'd go catch creek chubs or whatever else was swimming around. I wanted to do that again, so I really got back to the basics in this video, and I went out to the small Class B trout stream in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania called Spring Creek. I had a good time, and I hope y'all enjoy watching. It's really hard to beat just a simple worm on the end of a small hook. Well, there's a stud. I'd be afraid of that one if I were a fish. I think that'll do. I think that's all we need for this short trip. We're going to use small pieces for these trout. So we really don't need that many. So when I was thinking about what type of video I wanted to make for my first post, I went back and forth for a while, but I ultimately decided on really getting back to the basics. Nothing fancy equipment, fancy lures, rods, reels, anything like that. Just a hook, a split shot, and some worms I dug up in the yard. We're doing urban trout fishing. This stream is right in the middle of everything. It's not hidden. There's tons of traffic right in the city. But this is the type of fishing that I cut my teeth on. A lot of my childhood was spent at tiny streams like this with just some loaf bread and worms, trying to catch a fish. So hopefully we can grab a brown trout or two in here. You know, I was really hesitant to make this video because, as far as I can tell, this spot, this creek, seems to be a well-kept secret. I don't often see people here. Oh, there's one. There's one. Nice. Is it a brown or a chub? Oh, it's a brown. These fish, as you can see, are gorgeous. I mean, they're not big, but they have great color. And those spots on these native fish are just so nice. Just a quick note here. I refer to these brown trout as native throughout the video, but that's not accurate technically. I use wild and native somewhat interchangeably, but the only true native inland trout in Pennsylvania is the brook trout. Both the brown trout and the rainbow trout were introduced in the 1880s to help repopulate our depleted trout streams. And these brown trout were a great choice because they are more tolerant of warm water than the brook trout. So they managed to reproduce in these waters that are now or were always inhospitable to brook trout. There's one. Okay, that is not a trout. It's like a creek chub that something took a chunk out of. You see his tail maybe a bird. But there are also lots of small chubs and darters and daces and things like that around here, so you've got to wade through those, like I said. That was a nice one we just lost. Another brown here. Beautiful coloration. Just such a good looking fish. I mean, they're not huge, but these guys are just gorgeous. I had a good time really just getting back to the basics. It was funny to watch my hand get progressively dirtier as the video went on because I ran out of bait and needed to dig around for more worms. But again, that's what I did when I was a kid, and I had a good time. Caught a few brown trout, caught a few chubs. Thanks for watching.